Hey guys, it's Vernie here. Another Tuesday, another Vault video. This is War Within Season 3, Week 3. And we didn't do too much last week. Just kind of worked on the three characters that we cared about. Obviously focusing on the Paladin and the Priest, because those are the ones in Raid. We're still doing a little bit on the Evoker, just to get some things done. But we only did like one dungeon run. But the Paladin, his Vault is pretty decent. Should have a full Heroic raid slots and full myth dungeon slots. Unfortunately, we were benched for the easier bosses of Mythic, so we don't have a Mythic Vault, which kind of sucks because then we can't get the Astral Antenna. It's going to be our best in slot trinket, and we're never going to win it over a DPS, so we basically have to pull it from the vault or we'll never get it. Anyway, what are we hoping for? We crafted a weapon. We finally picked up a good trinket last week with Solia's secret technique. So our gear is actually pretty good. We got awarded the Dimensius ring, which is it's okay. Like, how much healing did it do on some of our Forge Weaver prog? 1%. I mean, it's free. Free 1% healing. Can't be upset about that. Honestly, I don't know what we want. I guess Empowering Crystal from Dawnbreaker would be good. Shield would be good. Legs, helm, chest, any of the big stat budget pieces. Don't want to see bracers. We don't want to see boots. Don't want to see shoulders. Jewelry we kind of don't care about. Our jewelry is pretty good right now. So yeah, I think we're hoping for tier, shield, or a trinket. We'll go ahead and open as holy. Ooh, okay. Some good choices, really good choices this week, actually. Nexus King's Command. This is supposed to be really good for Holy Paladin, but it's only on Heroic. Hero Chest. Hero Neck, Mastery Crit. Not great stats. Verse Haste, Myth Chest. Oh, Mastery Haste with a Socket Helm. And it's going to save us a Catalyst charge. And then a Haste Mastery Myth Ring. Wow, I mean, that's pretty good. Especially compared to the last 2 weeks. We're going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this for the guild. I think we take the Helm. It's going to save us a Catalyst charge in case we somehow get Myth Gear from Raid. And it's already got a socket on it, which is great, because we wouldn't be taking a socket normally for a couple weeks at least. So we do like that. I think we take the Helm. That free socket is extremely nice. It's got good stats. I think the off-piece we're supposed to be using is gloves, so we'll look to swap out gloves eventually if we can get... I think it's the Floodgate gloves that are Haste Mastery. So, that's pretty sick. Puts it at 707. And we should have some gilded to spend. We do. Not enough to upgrade fully, but we'll go ahead and just send everything. I think we're going straight into Mythic tonight. No heroic splits. Nice. Almost 708. That's pretty decent. We're happy with that. Okay, we'll socket it later. On to the next one. We do have to run LFR before raid to get our rep up, because it's this week is the 3% damage and healing buff, so I think we're going to go straight into Mythic, and we'll want that damage and healing buff for Forge Weaver. Now the Priest, it's going to be a similar story, full Heroic Vault. We did end up killing Heroic Dimensius on this character, so we will have access to everything within the raid. And we did 5 or 6 dungeons, all above 10, so we'll have 2 Myth dungeon slots, full Hero raid slots. We don't want a weapon. We did also get a secret technique on this character, so I guess another trinket would be cool. We picked up Myth gloves last week. Honestly, tier. I think I'd rather have Myth tier. That would be perfect. We're just going to hope for that, because then we could actually start catalyzing gear to get our current tier set instead of last season's. Okay. Ooh, Haste Mastery Myth Chest. And again, it's going to save us a Catalyst charge. We like that. As Hikaran Parapodia. Dude, what is this trinket? I know some caster DPS have been talking about this trinket. Is it good? It is... It's pretty good. It's good for Shadow. Their damaging spells have a chance to attract mites to feast on their target, inflicting shadow damage. When they share their meal with you, each increases your intellect. Is it just Sackbrood, but from a different dungeon? It reads exactly like Sackbrood. Flat haste, plus a random enemy that attacks mobs and then gives you stats. That sounds exactly like Sackbrood from Arakara. Why would they make like two of the same trinket? I think they both have the same haste value. It's like the exact same thing. I guess the stat values are different. The proc is slightly different. Interesting. Okay. Well, we won't read too much into that. Let's get on with it. Hero boots, mastery haste. Obviously, we don't want those because we want the boots from Soul Hunters. Screams of a Forgotten Sky. I think this is the Dimensius trinket. I don't know anything about it, which tells me it's probably not very good. Hero shoulders, also enticing, but I think it's got to be Myth. Haste Mastery is really solid for Disc. It's good for Shadow. It's not especially good for Holy, but 684 to 707 is pretty solid. Going to save us a Catalyst charge. Which I believe that's actually going to let us catalyze all four pieces. Because we can catalyze this. Because we have 3 Catalyst charges. If you have KSM or AOTC, you have 3 Catalyst charges. So we can catalyze gloves, shoulders, and a helm in our bag. So that's going to give us 4-piece. Sick pickup. Extremely good. We like that. So now we have 1 alt done with 4-piece. That's always nice. Okay, lastly is going to be the Evoker. I think we just did like a normal clear, a couple delves, and 1 dungeon run. I think we actually did like 2 to get some crests, but only 1 slot. It is going to be a myth slot. The raids we only did normal. We need to get our alt into some heroic raids. Last week we ended up taking Mereldar's Toll, which in hindsight I think I should have just taken the tier. I think champion tier is perfectly fine for a character that's not going to be in heroic raid. Or, you know, filling out vault. So I do kind of regret taking this. It is going to save us some crests later, but Strinket's pretty doo-doo. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Anyway, we'll go ahead and open his dev. I think we're just hoping for tier. Myth tier would obviously be sick. We're going to craft a weapon this week, most likely, anyway. Okay. Crit Mastery Myth Gloves. That's not tier. Some hero tier from the Delve slot. Hero Helm, or I guess it's Champion Helm. Oh, because it's normal. Champion Helm from Raid. Mastery Crit Neck. And Ritual Forge. I think Ritual Forge is good. I know it's good for dev. It looks like it's BIS for dev. But is it, like, amazing for Prez? I think Prez is playing Nexus King's Command from Saladar. Or Salad Bar, as people are calling him. Which is a dumb name, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it looks like Nexus King's Command, Astral Antenna, Solia's, and Empowering Crystal are the top for Prez right now. Is Ritual Forge? It's low. So it would be a damage trinket. I don't think we're taking a DPS trinket for our healer ult. Even though we do play dev on occasion. I mean, my gut says take the myth. It says take the gloves and then just catalyze them. So we can get 2-piece this week at the very least. Hero shoulders and myth gloves. Or do we save the cata charge? We do have a curio in our bags. So saving a cata charge, because we don't have KSM or AOTC on this character. We only have 2 catalyst charges. We have 0 pieces of tier. So if I take this and use a catalyst on something in the bags and the curio, that's 3-piece. If I took the helm, that would be 4-piece. But this is a myth piece, dude. There's no way I'm passing up a myth piece long term, right? Like, I can just get KSM this week. It's 700 points. I'm missing half the dungeons. I think I take the myth gloves with the expectation that I will get KSM this week and a third catalyst charge, and then I can catalyze other pieces of my bag to finish up the 4-piece. So we're gonna go ahead and take the myth piece. All right, and we didn't do anything else on any other characters. We kind of just focused on those 3, so that's going to be it from us. Feel free to come check us out, twitch.tv/Veronix. We'll be streaming at least 3 days this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Raid. Maybe more on the weekend for keys, depending. So, hope you guys have good luck in your vaults, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.